What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk all things sales, entrepreneurship, insurance, final expense, and how people are building income in different industries. This is Caleb Yoon with Prodigy Life Group, and today we're comparing three of the biggest sales industries right now: insurance sales, real estate, and solar sales. Because a lot of people want freedom, income potential, and flexibility, but they don't know which path actually fits them best. So let's break it down honestly. Let's start with real estate. Real estate is attractive because it looks glamorous online, right? People associate it with luxury, and commissions can be huge, right? One sale can sometimes make thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. But what most people don't talk about is real estate can take time to build, especially in the beginning, right? You're networking constantly, building trust, trying to generate clients, competing with experienced agents. And depending on the market, income can become inconsistent, right? Some agents can go months without closing a deal. Now, obviously, there are agents making incredible money, but many beginners underestimate how relationship-driven real estate really is. Now let's talk about solar. Solar blew up because commissions became very attractive, right? A lot of solar reps are making serious money through door knocking, setter and closer systems, appointments, and high ticket commissions. Solar is usually very fast paced, but it's also one of the most mentally demanding sales industries. You deal with heavy rejection, long hours, bad weather, constant prospecting, and not everybody wants to, knock doors every day. Now, some people love that environment, especially the really highly competitive personalities. But burnout can certainly happen fast if you're not mentally strong. Now, insurance sales is interesting because it sits in a very unique category, especially life insurance and final expense specifically. Why? Because unlike some industries, insurance can create renewals and long term residual income, meaning you can continue getting paid on business that you've already done and that stays active. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean passive income overnight, like social media sometimes makes it sound, but over time, a strong book of business can create long-term income. Another thing, insurance has flexibility. Some agents work in person, remotely, over the phone, part-time, full-time, and the startup costs compared to many businesses are relatively low. But insurance still requires communication skills, consistency, handling rejections, learning sales, and strong follow-up. Now, which industry is the hardest? Honestly, all three industries are hard, okay? But just in different ways. Real estate is relationship heavy. Solar is mentally draining. Insurance is consistency dependent, right? And social media sometimes makes all three look easier than they actually are. The people winning in any of these industries usually have the discipline, again, the communication skills, the work ethic, the confidence, and the ability to handle rejection. So if you're watching this, which of these industries should you choose? Well, real estate is great for people who can stay consistent, do a ton of networking, are social, right? And they brand themselves online and build local relationships. Solar is great for highly competitive personalities and people who thrive under pressure and people who enjoy a really fast-paced environment. Now, insurance, especially life insurance, is one of the few industries where average people can completely change their financial situation with relatively low startup costs. You don't need a huge following, you don't need years of experience, you don't need a fancy degree, or you don't need to wait years to start earning money. What you do need is, again, consistency, communication, work ethic, and the willingness to stay coachable. And honestly, that's why so many people from completely different backgrounds are winning in life insurance right now. People coming from warehouses, retail, restaurants, blue-collar jobs, even people with no sales background at all. Because insurance gives people an opportunity to build income based on production, not just a capped hourly paycheck. And unlike a lot of industries, there's also long-term potential through renewals and residual income. And that's why so many people stay in insurance long term once they really understand the business. So hopefully this video gave you a realistic breakdown of insurance sales versus real estate versus solar. All three industries can make people money, but if you're looking for flexibility, scalability, low startup costs, and long-term income potential, and a skill set that can completely change your life, life insurance is one of the best industries to learn. Not because it's easy, but because ordinary people truly have the opportunity to build extraordinary income in this business. And honestly, the biggest difference between the people who succeed and the people who quit usually comes down to just one thing: consistency. So if you guys got value from this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. And if you want to learn more about life insurance sales or how to get started in the industry, we'll set up a meeting with myself or one of our managers and help point you in the right direction. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.